So have you guys heard about the Gabby Petitio case that's going on right now? This YouTuber girl, she's missing. Allegedly. She went to Arizona. She was like doing like a travel blog with her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend comes back without her in her car.
I think it was
and talking about, no, it's her car.
Is it? I thought it was the couple, because they said the couple's van.
Yeah, but they didn't specify. No, I was reading comments. I mean, I don't know if this is true, but it was her car. It was her van. And he comes back without her, just willy-nilly, just like, oh, Gabby's back in fucking Wisconsin or something. Like, what? He didn't say that, but I don't know. That's a little suspicious to me. If you ask me, how are you just gonna come back in your girlfriend's car without your girlfriend? You did something to that poor girl, okay? You know what this case is like? This is like the, oh man, what's her name? The Chris, I think his name's Watson. The guy who tiró a su girlfriend to his wife in the tambo.
No, this is different.
It's exactly like that, because he was like, oh my god, I'm here to kill him, and I miss the girls, knowing damn well that he did it.
Yeah.
Talking about how, and he blamed the girls' deaths on her. How could he do that?
Yeah, but the difference in that case and this case is that was blatant murder. Now, if he left her in the woods, I don't know how that ends up being tried, because that's like, I left her.
No,
it's not murder, because it's not.
No, yes, it is.
No, it's not, because it's not like I left her. I left
her alive. If he left her alive, we're talking about the Gabby case, right?
Yes.
If he left her alive at the woods, okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I understand in a way, but if he did something to her and he left her like injured at the woods or on the side of the road somewhere, he's liable.
No, that's murder.
Because
that's murder. That's murder. If he did that, then that's definitely,
because he's essentially that's slowly killing someone.
Yeah, he left her out to pretty much get eaten by animals. But then at that case too, it's kind of hard to, I would say it's hard to pin the murder on him, because
Francisco.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
There's footage of them getting pulled over by cops.
Yes, but again, it's hard to pin the murder at that point on him, because you have to prove that she was injured prior to him leaving her.
Do you not know that?
But
I don't know the logistics of it, or the percentage, the actual percentage, but it's like it's somewhere between like the 70s or 80s% chance that if you get murdered, it's by someone you know, not just a random, not just someone, not some Joe who's gonna be like, oh, I feel like murdering this hoe today.
No, but some people, I don't know. Some is just mistaken identity, like that 14-year-old boy at the laundromat.
What happened there?
He went to the laundromat to go help with chores at the house, and that fool ended up getting shot. I think
him?
Yeah, I think he just, and I believe he passed away. I was reading that case yesterday. It's very, 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 very sad.
But it's just him? They only shot him?
Yeah, it was a case of mistaken identity.
But this ain't that type of case.
No, and I agree, it's not that type of case. But my thing is, say he did leave her out in the woods. I mean, when I saw that video of the police body cam footage, he seemed a little bit like nervous when they got pulled over by the cops. But I mean, I guess it's justified. But she seemed very, very unstable.
His body language was very like, I'm confident in what I'm saying, and she's crazy. And that's what he was sounding like, because he was like, oh, I took her phone away so that she didn't. They didn't even ask him.
No, he said, that's not what he said.
No,
he said she had her phone in her hand and I was just pushing her away.
Yes, but they didn't ask any of that. What? They just said what was going on. No,
they did. You have to watch the whole body cam. It's an hour.
Right. The question right before that answer wasn't what did you do to her phone or why did you push her. It was, Yeah, I think the cop said something like,
because he had marks on him.
yeah. Oh, he said about the. So then that's when he was all like, oh, well, I had to take her phone and that's why I pushed her or whatever.
No, he said she had her phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her off. Yeah, I know. I don't know, but she seemed very in that interview.
What's wrong with her with having her phone?
No, it's not that, but I think she was. I think in that interview, it didn't. I don't want to say it helped her because she seemed very, at least from my perspective, when I watched it, and I watched it a couple times.
Well, she was emotional.
I get it, but it made her seem very unstable.
Because she's emotional.
But
she's
even
distraught.
what she said, which was, she said that she has OCD and that she thought he was gonna leave her at.
Maybe because I don't think it's
at that
him
place.
Leaving her. I think it's the fact that he's leaving her alone, not that he's leaving without me.
That's what she said. She said I thought he was gonna take the van and leave me at the grocery store.
Yes.
And so
she's scared of, and this is the way I see it. She's scared of, I'm gonna be left alone somewhere where I don't know anyone, and I'm gonna be vulnerable and something's gonna happen. That's the way I took it, not as the way you're seeing it, which is, he's leaving without me. I can't let him leave. That's how you're seeing it.
I don't know, dude, because it's like, I'm seeing it like that because of that, and because she was like, when they asked her, well, why are you hitting him? Oh, because he's telling me to calm down. Like, dude, what?
There's people that don't like that. There's people that are like,
yeah, but
if
it
you tell
doesn't.
them to calm down, it makes them more angry.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you the right to put your hands on anybody.
And I understand that, but if they've gotten to that point in public, that's because they've gotten to that point behind the doors.
Maybe.
Behind closed doors.
It's a physical altercation, which is, that was.
Yes or no? So, like, an example. If we start yelling at each other at the store, it's not just because we're yelling at each other at the store.
No.
It's because it's happened before.
Yes, I agree.
If they've gotten physical with each other, which we don't know, and we're just
speculating,
allegedly, if they're doing it out in public or in front of other people, that's because it's happened before, and they're okay with that. And I'm not saying it's okay that he did it. I'm not saying it's okay that she did it. I'm just saying something else is going on. It's not just he killed her.
I agree, but here's and this is a possibility too, and I'm not, I don't want people to look at it and be like, oh, this was a hater or anything. I'm not, but from that, after watching her statement with the cops and everything and all of that, it kind of made me feel like, well, what if he took off and she just ended up committing suicide? Because that's a possibility too, because she was, and this is just my perspective, from what I saw, she seemed very, very unstable.
Okay.
And to me, when you have someone unstable like that, it's you have to be delicate with how you proceed to advance with certain comments, because sometimes certain people who emotionally can't handle certain not conversations, but like criticism or something, and they'll fly off the wall. They'll be like, nah, forget you.
Let's
you're just a this and that, and they go off the deep end. You know what I mean?
Let's give that theory a go. Okay. She's like, they start getting into it, blah blah, and he leaves. He takes off, and she's emotional. She's like, you know what? Whatever, I can't handle it. Boom, does it, right? She offs herself.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he, being her boyfriend, once he gets to wherever he is, because he made it home, right? And we don't know anything because it hasn't been released.
Yes.
But he went home without making no call, no text to his mom, anyone, her family, talking about, hey, you know what? This and this happened. Right? Yes or no?
Yeah, I agree.
And again, it hasn't been released. But if it had happened, I feel like they would have released that. Like, he's reached out to someone. This is where I left her, and this is what happened.
That's what
Do what you're gonna do.
that's what her family's saying, is that why didn't he at least do that or tell them where
Okay. Oh, so then it has been released. That he didn't call her.
Her family's saying that, like, why haven't you told us the last place you seen her? He's not up for comment, but
okay, so then that suicide theory is out of the. It's not.
No, because we don't know the situation that was at hand. Maybe she could have got mad and been like, you know what? If you leave right now, I'm gonna do it. And maybe he's like, you know what? This is too crazy for me. I can't deal with it.
Okay, so you're not gonna call her family and say, hey, this is how I left her. This is where I last saw her. This is what's happening.
You can't tell me that, because everybody makes different judgment calls on certain things.
They've been together. If they were not together for more than a year, I would understand. Less than a year, I get it, because they don't know each other well enough. But they were together for, I think she said
4 years.
Oh,
4 years. They were engaged for, I think they were engaged for 1 year.
If you're with someone for 4 years, I'm not saying you know them well, because you never know someone well enough. But you know her. Okay, you know her well enough to know how she's gonna act if she's distraught or how she was acting. You know what I mean?
Again, I'm not saying.
So no, I don't think the suicide theory is a thing, and I don't understand why he didn't call her family.
And again, I'm not saying that I'm defending this guy one bit, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of possibilities out there that could happen.
There is,
and a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on this guy, but I mean,
it's because
I get it, but listen,
how can you not reach out to someone?
I get it, but here's the thing. Again, we don't know what was said. We don't know the last conversation they had. It might have been.
If he didn't call her parents, he didn't call no authority.
No, but you know what I mean. It's like, if this fool was like, you know what, I'm done with her ass, and was like, you know what, I'm gonna use the rest of the trip from here to when I get home to be like, you know what, it's over, and get it over my head that, you know, it's done. And that doesn't.
In her car. No.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but no, that's not.
Again, I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm not defending this asshole one bit, but I'm just saying there's a lot of
emptiness.
Yes, and not just that, but I mean, I know people are like, well, why did he lawyer up? Lawyering up for him is the smartest thing to do.
It's smart. Right.
In any way, whether he's guilty or not, it's the smartest way to go, because anything he says can and will be used against him, whether he did it or he didn't do it. So lawyering up on anybody's case in a situation like this is the smartest way to go.
In any case.
Yes, because, you know, you're protecting yourself from what's to come, what can happen. And I mean, you know, like I said, I think
he did it.
Huh?
I think he did it. I think he did something to her, because he did not once reach out to her family. He didn't reach out to no authorities.
But I mean, it was
suspicious.
It's very suspicious. But then too, you also hear the fact that they were saying that since they had been on the road for like the last couple months, like 3 months or 4 months, that it had been, their relationships had started hitting on the rocks more and more. And more.
You went from, I don't know if they lived together, but you went from, you know, being okay with not being together, right? Like, let's say they saw each other every other day or every 3 days, you know?
Just spending every moment.
Spending every single moment together, that's hard.
No, it is. And
that's hard, and you're traveling.
No, I get it. And
that's like, I'm going to see you every day, and we're wasting money every day.
Yeah, I get that.
So, of course, it's going to be a heated argument. And
no, you know, I get it, but it's just, that was my thing.
I think tensions were high and something happened.
Probably. I mean, the way it looks right now, that's the way it seems. But for me, like I said, when I saw that video on the body cam footage, she seemed very unstable.
She was emotional.
Okay, and that's what I'm gonna say. Maybe it was just because she was emotional, but to me, it seemed unstable. She seemed like she had more issues. And B, the other side to it is, we don't, and it hasn't been, nothing's been released about it. Maybe, you know, and her family might not be saying it, but you know, she seemed like she has some type of emotional situation, and maybe it's
like
just
what? Like
she, like
bipolar?
No, like
an emotional disorder.
Like our kid, he doesn't take. He struggles.
Oh, like under pressure.
No, he just struggles with his emotions in general.
Well, that's normal.
I get it, but
especially she just quit her job. Okay, she's traveling the world. They're probably running out of funds. I mean, who knows? I'm just guessing.
I get it, but here's the thing: if you're getting emotional,
you're trying to do all this at once.
If you're getting
with someone else,
if you're getting emotional and then physical, that's more of a distress, I think. And I mean,
everyone reacts to stress different.
Yes, and I agree.
You can't say she's unstable.
I can't.
I think she's.
But here's the other question.
I think the word for it is distraught, because she was emotional. She was, she's stressed. She just got into this altercation with her man. It's a lot to play off of those little clips.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, but here's my thing. If she already hit him, here's my question. What if there was a heated argument that they both got into, okay? And she came at him with a deadly weapon and things turned south. And this is very much a possibility. And
he can't. Have you read the article of recent? I haven't, but have you?
No, what was it? No.
I was reading comments, and he just pulled up to his mom's house.
He did. I knew that much.
So if something happened, the cops would have said, okay, this man pulled up this way. He was fucking stabbed or something.
No, he wasn't.
Okay,
and I get it, but here's the other thing, and this is the only reason. And I'm just saying it could have happened. Don't know if it did. Don't know if it didn't. I'm just throwing speculation out there. Because I know everybody thinks...
It sounds to me like you're...
No, because
defending him in a way, and you're giving him a reason to it be okay to do for
No. But
yes, because you're like, oh, she's emotional.
No, because...
This and that.
No, because this is how I look...
That's what you're saying.
Is it? Because...
Yes.
No, because...
You said she was unstable.
I said she seemed unstable, but this is the only reason
so you're saying... Because she's unstable, it gives him the right to do whatever he did.
No, but here's my question to you. In this state, we are innocent till proven guilty, not guilty till proven innocent. And I think that's something that's been long forgotten. Okay? And I think that's true, because I don't think, say...
You're saying things legally. I'm saying...
I'm looking at it
from... It is.
I get it, but I'm looking at it from a legal standpoint. And because, here's the thing. We're innocent till proven guilty, not guilty till proven innocent. So whether people like it, don't like it, this guy is innocent until he's proven to be guilty. That means he has to be proven that he did the deed. And maybe he did. And that's my thing, Does it look suspicious? Absolutely. I think it's very suspicious. I think it's very uncommon that he did not reach out to her or reach out to her family. And I think it's weird that he doesn't want to go on statement saying where he last seen her. But like I said, maybe he's just saving his own ass. And if it is, it is. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's okay, because it's not. But what I am saying is, I think that for me, I try to look at everyone like that we're innocent until proven guilty, because here's the thing. We don't know what went down. None of us do. The only people I know is him, her, and God. And I mean, if there was any witnesses, nobody's come forward yet. So for me, saying that is just, I could be like everyone else and be like, yeah, he did it. I think he did it. And it's like, what if he didn't do it? And everybody had already casted him like he did it. Let me give you an example. But let me give you an example of
Let's work with what we got here.
Okay, but let me give you an example of what happens when people automatically go to judgment, and it's we plead guilty. Hold on. Those 5 kids in New York.
Okay.
They were also guilty till proven innocent. Why? That's a system that needs to be changed. That's something that needs to be...
That's not the same scenario.
But what I'm saying is, when you're judging on it's guilty till proven innocent...
Okay.
But my thing is,
with
innocent...
the information given...
I get it, but here's my thing. Innocent people get thrown behind bars
for... Their case was different.
Their
case was a lot different.
I get it, but here's my thing. When we jump into conclusions, guess what? We don't give the other side a chance, because we're already very opinionated, and that's it. It's in our head that, oh, this, and this. That's why I get where everyone's coming from, but I don't want to do that, because I feel like, well, say he didn't do it, then what? Now we all fucking made him out to look like a murderer, and then what? Now we all gonna say sorry because what? We were too quick to judge. We cannot be too quick to judge. We need to take it step by step.
We're not judging. We're just going off of the information information.
I get it, but here's the thing. For
That's
now,
given.
in the sense of her dad and stuff, I get it because that's her dad, that's her family. I would feel the way he does because he's pressed for time, and I get it. You're pressed for time for finding her alive. You're pressed for time for, finding a body. You're pressed for time
the
for
48 hours. If you don't find them, isn't that the statistics? If you don't find them within 48 hours, it's like harder. It gets harder and harder to find them.
Yeah, I want to say 96 because you can't file a missing persons report till 48 hours.
So you have 2 days, and it's been 2 days, right? Because,
It's been longer. It's been a week, over a week or two.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. It's been
Yeah, but my thing is, I get where her dad would come from and feeling like, I need to find something. But everyone else, I feel like needs to take a step back and be like, you know what I mean? Because whether we like it or not, we're innocent until proven guilty. And
I'll give you that.
And maybe this guy did it and he is guilty. But you know what I mean? I don't want to pass judgment, not because, I don't think he did it or this or that. I'm leaving my opinion on the side, and I'm going with, well, if he did it, we need to listen to the facts that are going to appear in court. And that's how I look at it. And I'm not trying to defend this guy. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to put that out there. Because I feel like we, as a culture, as a people, as everything, we have that problem that we want to push blame on someone. And sometimes it's incorrect. And sometimes we're wrong. And you know what I mean? And because we do that, someone ends up getting hurt. And I don't want to see that happen again.
I think that if she was alive, she would have already come forward. Someone would have seen her somewhere because it's been a week. Do you really think that she's hiding somewhere?
It's not hiding, but I mean, depending how deep they were and where they were, it's not hiding, but lost, yeah. You know how easy it is to get lost in the woods?
Why do you keep saying, were they in the woods?
I want to say they were at some like almost national something.
Oh, they were in parks. That's
yeah,
right. That's right.
So that's why I'm saying, depending.
Okay, but there's rangers.
What?
There's park rangers.
But we don't
right?
know. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't
almost
think.
At every park, yes or no?
Yeah, but we don't know where. I'm not sure. Maybe we do know what park they were, but I don't know. I'm not too sure on the standpoint on it.
I believe
and I'm pretty sure more information is going to come out on it today because every day I've seen more and more information released. Like I said, man, I'm not saying this asshole didn't do it. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is, whether we like it or not, this is how it is, and we can't. I don't want people to feel like it's okay to jump into conclusions because sometimes us rushing into those. It's
not. You're right.
Sometimes us rushing into those conclusions ends up being a costly mistake. You know what I mean? So, but let us know what you guys think. Yes, let us know in the comments. Let us know how you guys feel. What's your opinion? You know what I mean?
And those chickens? Oh my gosh, those are pigeons.
We got to see some pigeons, y'all. And if we can, we'd love to be able to respond to your guys' comments and questions on the next video. So, over and out.